Now, a few weeks ago, we told you about proposals to change the political boundaries of Birmingham for local council elections. Amongst other things, Moseley Village would no longer be in Moseley, prompting a bit of a local uproar that we told you about. There's controversy elsewhere in the city too. Under the suggested changes in Acox Green, the police and fire stations for Acox Green would actually fall into neighbouring Yardley West. The Erdington ward would lose its Abbey and the Royal Mail Depot. Longbridge would cease to exist altogether as a separate local council ward. Our political reporter Kath Stan-Cheshin's been finding out more.
The way Birmingham Council divides up the city is changing. There's going to be 19 fewer councillors, but it's not as simple as getting rid of the odd one here and there. The whole city map is being redrawn. It means the boundaries will completely change. And people in one particular stretch of Hall Green aren't very happy about it. Why? Well, you might be popping in here, Hall Green Health Centre. Your children or grandchildren might go here to Hall Green School. Or maybe you're travelling to and from here, Hall Green Station. Well, from now on, all of those could be in a ward called Tyseley. But does it really matter?
Yes, it does matter, because for older people, there's too many changes, I think.
I don't agree with it at all. It's been Hall Green ever since I came here 47 years ago. And I don't think it should be Tyseley.
We made the choice to live in Hall Green because of the mill connection, the Tolkien connection. It seems a little bit pointless, but I'm sure there are reasons behind it.
It's absolutely stupid. It's like say that the Rotunda is now something else. Hall Green's always been Hall Green. So then why would you change Hall Green to Tyseley when you say to, oh yeah, I live in Hall Green. Oh no, it's now Tyseley? No, I don't think so.
No, we don't want Tyseley. Why don't we just leave it as it is? It hasn't broken, so why mend it?
There you go. Let's get away with Steve Gove-Humphries from the group We Love B28. Steve, good morning to you. You're right.
Good morning, Adrian. Thank you. It's actually We Are B28.
We Are B28. So your bit of Hall Green then, as I understand it from that information from Kath, would be falling into the Tyseley ward.
It would indeed, yes.
Does that really matter? I mean, you'll still live in Hall Green. Your letters will still come to you in Hall Green. Your address will still be Hall Green. It's just that when you go to vote, you'll be voting for a Tyseley councillor rather than a Hall Green councillor.
Well, I think it does matter, actually, and I think it matters because the whole changes that are being proposed, I certainly oppose, and I know many other people oppose. And I don't think the consultation has been widely distributed. It certainly hasn't been known by many people, apart from your political apparatchiks, if you like, and political anoraks who know about these things. So people in Hall Green, I don't think really are aware of the changes and that we're going to move from a ward which has 3 councillors to single wards in this part of Birmingham.
Yeah, under the proposals, as I understand it, that there will be, at the moment Birmingham has 40 wards, each of which has 3 councillors to represent them. Instead, you'll have wards now with just 1 or in some cases 2 councillors to represent them, which is why the wards' boundaries are being redrawn.
That's absolutely right, Adrian. And in fact, it all started with the Kerslake report, Lord Kerslake's report in 2014. He made a number of comments, and that's how those things were referred subsequently to the Boundary Commission. And he really plucked a figure out of the air. There doesn't seem to be any real empirical evidence to justify moving from 120 to 100 or 101, which seems to be the figure that they've come up with. And I haven't seen any real evidence that they've got that it doesn't actually work. I'm lucky enough to live in Hall Green with 3 councillors, all of whom do good work. And they also cover each other when they're not around, so they're on holidays or if somebody's ill or whatever. And I can't see the reasons why we've moved away from the 3 councillors per ward system, the 40 wards throughout the city, to this suggestion of 2 wards in some places, and in my own particular case, in Hall Green, where it's going to be split into 3 individual wards.
Well, Steve, we'll talk more about this later. Birmingham, under these proposals, would have 77 wards, 53 of those with 1 councillor, 24 larger wards with 2 councillors, just over 100 councillors then, rather than the current 120. And we'll hear what the Local Government Boundary Commission have got to say about this a little later too.